Hey, this is Mr. B, and today I'm going to be going over linear regression equations for the Regents exam. There is always one of these linear regression equations on the part 2, and it's often worth a lot of points, and it's straightforward. It's just hard to know all the steps, but if you have the steps memorized, you can get it right every time. So, here's how we do it. Here I have a question. It shows the number of times you missed class and your final exam score. Okay, then it has all these words here. The most important one is write the linear regression equation. Whenever I see that, I know what to do. Oh, linear regression. I have to do all these steps on my calculator. So I just freshly cleared my calculator, which is what you're gonna have to do on test day. Here are all the steps to take in order to get this question right. Step 1, you need to turn on stack diagnostic, otherwise you won't get the question fully right. What does that mean? I go to mode, which is this button right here. I go to mode. I scroll all the way down to the bottom. I hope you can see this calculator well enough. Go down to the bottom till it says stack diagnostics. Scroll down all the way on the bottom. With this button here, nice. This button here lets me go all the way down. I go to stack diagnostic. I hover over the on button. I press enter. I have now turned my stack diagnostic on. Cool. I now need to get out of the screen. To get out of the screen, I have to quit, which is this little blue button here, like this little blue word, which you can't hit because this is mode. But if I hit second, it turns me into blue mode, and I can then hit quit. So second mode is quit. So I hit second mode, and it takes me back to the main menu. Cool. Step 1, done. Step 2, done. Quit. Back to the main menu. Now I have my stack diagnostic turned on. Step 3, I'm going to hit stacked. That is the button underneath delete. I really recommend following along on your calculator because it's hard to see mine, but I can't force you. I hit stacked. I then hit this first option, edit. I hit enter again. So I hit stacked, and then I hit enter, and it brings me to all these tables, L1, L2, whatever. I'm going to take all the data it gives me, all of the X data, and I'm going to put that into L1. X is my L1. X is my L1. So I'm going to type all the data very carefully. If you mess one of them up, your entire data is wrong. I can't stress that enough. Put it in carefully. So I'm going to put 2, enter, 10, enter, 3, enter, 22, enter, 15, 2, 20, 18, and 9. I put all of my X values in there. Be very careful. Make sure it matches exactly. I'm then going to take all of my Y values and put them in to L2. My L2 is my Y. So I go, all my L2s exactly as they are. I go to the right and I hit 99, enter, 72, enter, 90, enter, 35, enter. And I'm apologize for talking to you guys like we're babies, but I'm telling you, this is the part you get wrong. You put one data in wrong. See, not planned. I put 40, 43. I did it wrong. I gotta go back, clear. I put 40, enter, 43, enter, 75, enter. I kind of know I did it right if both of my columns match up. And I'm not lying to you. I just made a whole video on it and my numbers were in wrong. So I had to redo it. I'm telling you, that's the way you mess it up. And I'm warning you, and I hope no one messes this up, but I know someone will. So please, be very careful putting the numbers in. Okay, stat edit, put in all the data. Nice. I have to quit again. I gotta get back to the main menu. So I hit second mode, Second mode is quit, back to the main menu. I now press stat again. Stat. I go to the right this time. Go to the right. I need the calculate tab, and I go down to either 4 or 8. They're the exact same thing. I always went down to 8, so that's what I do. And I press enter on it. And now it asks which list did you make X? It default comes as L1 is X, which is what I did. So I'm just gonna press enter, 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 because I did it how they wanted me to. And now it gives me all of the data to answer the question. Okay, it says y equals, let me erase this, y equals a plus bx. Why is it like that? It's supposed to be y equals mx plus b. I honestly don't know why it changes. Ask your future math teachers that are smarter than me. I'm just going to try to get it right. A is 97. It tells me A is 97.554. So I'm going to write y equals, and instead of A, I'm going to put 97.55. However, it says round to the nearest hundredth. So if my A is 97.554, sorry, that's a little, I don't know why, 4, this is my tens place, hundreds place. Is 4 big enough to round the 5 up? No, so it stays 97.55. And that is my A. My B is negative 2.8117. Same thing. Negative 2.81. This is my hundredths. Is 1 big enough to make the 1 bigger? No. The rule is 5 and above. Give it a shove. This 4 and below, stay low. So it's 2.8. So it's minus 2.81 x. Do not forget the x. The x goes with the b. If you forget the x, the whole thing is wrong. Do not forget the x. This is my linear regression equation. My correlation coefficient is this bottom r. If the r doesn't show up, that means your stat diagnostic is not turned on. Go back, turn on the stat diagnostic, and go back to the screen. It'll work. My correlation coefficient is r equals negative 0.970. Again, round to the nearest hundredth. It stays low, negative 0.97. That's my correlation coefficient. Okay, that's all the calculator can give me. Now it's going to state what the correlation coefficient means. So, I'm going to erase all my nice steps here. This is the only part where you have to use your brain a little bit, but it's really not, because what does that mean? Well, I see it's negative, so I'm going to say, what am I talking about? I'm talking about classes missed and final exams. So I'm going to say, classes missed, and final exam score are, now I know it's negative. My question is if it's weak, strong, or moderate. Here's how I know. I look at this first number after the decimal. I ignore if it's positive or negative. I do not care. The rule is if it's close to what, if it's 9, 8, or 7, it's strong. If it's 1, 2, or 3, it's weak. It's like a 1 to 10 scale, like I'm rating how good my dessert was last night. If I give you a 9, that was good dessert. 8, pretty good. 7, good dessert. 1, 2, or 3, that's weak dessert. I probably won't order it again. How about the middle? 4, 5, or 6? That's going to be moderate. So 1 to 3 weak, 4 to 6 moderate, and then 7, 8, or 9 strong. So this is strong negative. So classes missed and final exam score are strongly negatively correlated. And that's it. Give me my 6 points. I think it's 6 points, but it's a lot of points. That's all I got to do. How did I know class dismissed and final exam? I picked the two things that it says. This and that are negative, strong, correlated. All I got to do. If it was positive here, it will be positive. If it was 1, 2, or 3 weak, 4, 5, or 6 moderate, 7, 8, or 9 strong. Cool. That's how I do linear regression. Hope that helps.